Alright, hope everyone's doing wonderful today. Today what I got in store is me going over and explaining another ability from the card game Magic the Gathering. And that ability today is going to be the ability of cycling. I'm going to be explaining cycling, giving some examples, and just explaining a little bit about it with you all. I really like to make these videos for new players or any players who have questions about some of the mechanics of the game Magic the Gathering. It's one of my favorite games, and I love just putting out good information for anyone if they would like to reference it. Anyways, let's just go and check out cycling. I have a bunch of cards with cycling, just ones that I had off hands. And yeah, let's just read what cycling does first. And it says cycling 2, so it looks like the cycling cost is 2, if 2 of any mana. I do have a bunch of mana set out here for a bunch of situations. You may pay 2 and discard this card from your hand to draw a card. Play this ability as an instant. So pretty much what cycling is if you would like to cycle this card. So for example, this is my hand right here, and I can do this anytime. You can do an instant, so whenever you have priority, you're able to cycle. You can do it on your opponent's turn, your turn, before combat, after combat. Really, whenever you have priority, you can go ahead and cycle. And let's say I want to cycle this card, so say pay 2. Doesn't say mana of any color, so I'm just going to tap my swamp and my island. I'm going to pay 2, and since I paid 2, I discard this card from your hand, and then I can draw a card. So I'm going to discard it, put it in my discard pile. Let's just put my discard pile here, and then I get to draw a card. So pretty much that's what it is. Cycling is pretty much the ability, is pretty much to take a card from your hand, cycle it, pretty much trade the card in your hand for a new card from your deck, the top card in your deck. So pretty much whatever card you cycle, you take the card that you're cycling, put it in your graveyard, and draw a new card for it. It's really good if you have a bunch of cards in your hand and you don't have any good play options or something like that, and say you want to have like another card draw or something like that. Cycling really comes in handy for that. So like for example, I have a bunch of lands with cycling as well. Cycling costs vary from card to card, and this one right here, the cycling cost is just 1 black mana. So say that your hand is just full of all these lands and you have no creatures to play, and you'd like a way to draw more cards or somehow get a better card in your hand. You can do that with cycling. Say you cycle this card, you pay black, put it in your graveyard, and you draw a new card and hope it's a better card for a situation. So it's a nice little option that you can have more value out of cards. Obviously, if you wanted to, you could actually play the card with cycling. Like if I wanted to play the land, I could, or if I wanted to play the instant, I could, or if I wanted to play the creature, I could. Or if you also want to, you can cycle it and just give yourself an pretty much trade it for a card in your deck, which is pretty cool, and it actually makes your deck a little bit more efficient. And again, here's another example. This is a card. It's a creature, Street Wrath. It's a very interesting card. These ones are from Future Sight, so the mana cost and everything looks a little bit different. They're actually over here. But the cycling cost for this one is a little bit special because it's pay 2 life. So it doesn't even cost mana. You pay 2 life, you're at 20, you go down to 18, discard it, draw a new card. Very cool, very powerful. So again, cycling is a very easy ability to understand. Pretty much it's just you pay whatever the cycling cost is. Like this one is 2 generic mana, this one's 2 generic mana. Even some newer cards right here from Hour of Devastation. You pay 1 in a white, so I'm going to pay 1 in a white over here. And then you discard it, and then you draw a new card. So cycling, again, is just a nice ability. You pay it, you can play it at instant speed, you pay whatever the cost is, you discard the card that you're paying for, and then you draw a new card. So it just gives you extra opportunities to draw something better. Really great for situational, especially if you have a bunch of cards with cycling in your deck, and your hand isn't looking so great, and you want to cycle out some of those cards, and hopefully draw something better. Anyways, very a simple little ability. Just want to share you all what cycling is, give you some examples of it. I hope that makes sense to you, and I hope it helps. And I just want to say, hope you're all being safe and enjoying yourselves, and just stay positive. And I just want to say thanks for stopping by, and I'll catch you all on the next one.